Okay. I think we're fine. I believe. I believe. Really should change the time to 8. Hey. Not there. One, two, three. We are good. Seems like it's all fine. Looks a little. There you go. It's fine. This looks a little weird. There you go. Top-down cam versus the cam on that side. I just realized, where is my other keyboard? Oh, well. That's fine. Normally I have 2 keyboards. I have one on the left-hand side, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, okay. So what we're gonna be doing is kind of deciding what I want to do effectively. I don't know if I want the regular Zealios or the Helios. Wait, actually, Helios is linears. I don't know if I want to go back to linears. Did I lube these? I don't remember lubing Zealios. But yeah, so we could go from the glorious lynx switches, which I've already reviewed, to another switch that is also linear. So I've reviewed, I think, a total of 4 switches at this point. I just have to wait for the release on Friday. Let me just double check my channel quick. Channel content. I got 1, 2. Oh, I lied. I have 2. Two? The Bad Seat Tactiles, the Glorious Lynx, and that's it? Okay, maybe I should just do Switch reviews for a while. Glorious Lynx. Oh, yeah, I think I should just do Switch reviews for a while. Switch reviews aren't doing too well for my channel, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. I am going to keep this here. Alright, no, actually, let's go on the right-hand side, because it's a little better. And also, when I move over here, you can actually see them. So that's fine. Alright. Okay, so that is decent. Alright. You can see the switches in underneath the speaker. Man, I didn't even know they were there. I must have shoved them in like on the previous stream and it was just sitting there for a while. Gosh darn it. Okay, anyways. Hopefully stream is going fine. I cannot hear. Okay, I can hear things. So it should be fine. Okay, let me grab my headphones. Where's some headphones? Feels naked without it. Boom. Headphones. Let's go. I do like headphones. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna swap out. I think it would be nice to review a linear after a linear, but Tactile. I believe these are Tactile for the Zealios. For the Zealios, Tactile. Do I have a silent? The Helios are my other silent linear switch. Yeah, I might just do Zealios first. I might do Zealios first because I like the teal color. Honestly. All right, let's do Zealios. And we'll do Zeal next time, because effectively I realized I only reviewed technically two switches, and I need more, effectively. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I hate how wide this camera is, honestly. Like, look at this. It's capturing my hand. It's 90% of what's showing. And does it focus on it? Okay. I think I should... It's focused on that specific plane. I wish it was about maybe an inch higher. The only way I can get this an inch higher was probably if I lift it up with a book or something. Yeah. Oh, right. Before I forget. Where are the things that I need to do? Okay. Not the fishing. Need SGN. Doing some keyboard chores and vibing. Period. Paste. Go. Boom. There we go. So we're gonna be doing these today. Definitely want to do that instead. Okay. Hopefully I'm not. Do I have everything else closed? Because I don't want the stream dying on me anytime soon. Oh my god. Right. I need to close that off. Very high usage. Yes, I understand. It's very high usage. I know. Okay, well, close that. Yeah. Oh, has anyone heard of the Apex hacks that have been happening? It is absolutely ridiculous. At the same time, I kind of get it. Where what happens is crazy. I had to actually install. I made sure to uninstall Apex just in case it is an RCE. But so far, other than the quote-unquote hacker saying that it is RCE, I don't believe it's RCE going by... well, I mean, I don't think it's RCE through Apex specifically. I just don't think that is going to be the case. I do believe that there is some sort of issue going on, but I don't think it would be specifically that. Close this off. No, I don't need this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I'm just making sure I have everything up and running properly, because I've had issues with that previously, and hopefully it's much better now. Okay? But I wouldn't know. Okay. Man, I might have to buy the other version of this. I wish I can use the proper camera off of this, because the wide angle lens that this is using tends to be a little much and a lot blurrier than the regular cameras. Because if I look here, this wide angle looks absolutely fine in general. It's just when you do other things, it looks weird. Oh, is this cropped? Is this all the way cropped? There we go. This is where I want it. I want it to be a little bit wider, though you can see the entire keyboard and whatnot. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. Honestly, I think we should start with a what's it called? A test, a switch test. I have two mice over here. Maybe I'll just use this mice for every time I stream, because it's easier to... No, it's not. No. Not what I wanted. I wanted this. There you go. Eat. There you go. Alright, so yeah, let's test out some switches real quick. We should have... for it. Okay. This is this is a little different. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna talk about this quote as well. Alright, how do I pause? Right. Ha! Wait. What? Better not. No. There we go. There we go. Sure that that's a selected item. All right. We pause that. Okay, so we are on the GMMK Pro currently. This is slightly modded. Basically, all of the foam has been stripped out of this very specific board, and we are using the alu plate, which is its stock configuration, not the polycarbonate plate. And these are Glorious Lynx lubed. These actually sound much better without the foam inside. And going forward, I might just not have any of the foam inside. No foam. And that should be fine. Instead of what I had previously where all of the foam was still inserted. But this time it should be fine. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's see if I can actually get a decent speed on here. I just realized my mic isn't really the best position. Sure, let's go a little lower and a little more this way. would not affect my personal voice too much because it is still within the cone, just within the cone. But it's pointing more towards the keyboard than it is to me. But I can, of course, just do this. Yeah. The problem I don't like about this is because of the arm. As you can see, by itself, it is slowly moving up. And the foam windscreen is slowly falling. But yeah, I can do that. It's just the annoyance of what's it called? Having it slowly but surely move up. So we're not gonna get it too far. But let's put it over. And hopefully this doesn't move too high afterwards. Okay. But let me listen to my voice a little here. Okay. Looks like that is fine. There we go. Alright, and we're gonna try the keyboard. Again, Glorious Lynx lubed by me personally. A couple streams ago. Okay, 88 words per minute. Oh, that's actually not bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right, hopefully that sounded fine for you guys. But yeah, no, this is actually a much more interesting sound than it was before. However, it is quieter than normal, as you can probably hear right now. So if I click this, I'll be making sure we don't hit anything. It's not that loud. Because normally it would be a lot louder. And this is me actually tapping hard on the keys. So if I just do this, which is my normal typing. Not that bad. Honestly, not that bad. So yeah. I don't see an issue with it at all. Alright. So that is the Glorious Lynx. And we'll talk about the oh my god. This thing here. Alright. So the quote is from Marcus Aurelius. I have no idea where they were, who they were, at what time, and why they are famous of any sort. Alright. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Yeah, unfortunately, in this day and age, the weird part about it is one of the reasons why there is a lot of corruption, especially in the higher up, especially in government and whatnot. A little political, I get it. But part of it is doing more work for the greater good ends up not benefiting you more than it benefits you to not do that, because you're incentivized effectively, you know, kind of how like lab rats, you press the button, you get fed some water, and if you do it enough times they will just get used to it and they'll just keep doing it. They don't know that they're doing it at this point. They're just like, oh, more, oh, press button, more, more, and they don't know why. And that's the thing, like, if your reason to be there has nothing to do with getting more time, money. Money is literally just resources. And I have this thing about people, and this is why I do the reviews the way I personally do it, is that a lot of people believe that there is a price to performance ratio that makes sense. It doesn't. No price to performance ratio truly ever makes sense. And the reason why, it's because there's a difference between price to performance and cost to performance. But what's the difference between price and cost? Price is, let's say, $10.99. So $10.99 is $11. Cost is depending on how broke and or rich you are. So in other words, if you have something that's priced at $10.99, but to you the cost is 1 hour of work and potentially not being able to eat, would you buy that $10.99 product? Chances are no. However, if you require the $10.99 product to work, then you will buy the $10.99 product because the cost to you to not buy the $10.99 product is much higher than the price you are the price that you are paying, but the cost is much more higher. So it could be $100 product, but you need it to work. Therefore, you will still buy the $100 product, even if it costs you a lot, because it would cost you more to not buy the product than it is to buy the product. And it's also the reason why people buy Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all that stuff. And it's one of those things where I'm sitting here going, I've seen parents buy exactly that, Lacoste, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, shoes and clothes for their babies, knowing full well in 3 to 5 months' time, that will no longer fit them. It is ridiculous at this point. I don't know why people do that, but the cost to them is very low, because what they're paying for is not the dollar amount, it's the perception that they can afford said dollar amount. You know, like it's not about the cost. The cost is a means to an end. It's being able to say I bought this specific shoe just because it costs a lot of money, right? Like, for example, the headphones I have, these are, like, as you can see here, no one knows what these headphones are. Unless you're an audiophile, you would not know what these headphones are. These are wired headphones. Wired, all right? These are wired headphones. And the weird part about this is wired headphones, they are... I forgot to put the music on, sorry. Anyways, wired headphones, straight up, are always considered cheaper than wireless headphones for most people, because it's about the feature set. So the cost is different. So this costs me hours upon hours of work, but I'm willing to pay the cost because I really like audio products and I want to know what things sound like on different headsets. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 headphones currently. I have one more. There is one more somewhere. I forget where. Oh, it's over there. Oh, that's besides the case. But effectively, yes, it is one of those weird things where I'm going, why? Why you buy it? Why do you buy it? If it's for someone else, why are you bothering to buy this very specific product to either show off to someone else or look good in someone else's eyes, right? If it doesn't look good to you, why are you bothering buying it? Because I've seen that too, where there are people who don't have actual taste. They have what I would call perceived taste. Very much like buying those Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Lacoste, and all those other things. They don't actually like them per se. They like the brand recognition that comes with it. So looking at it, for example, this shirt was gifted to me, like this thing, and it looks nice. Here's the thing, it's a fast fashion brand. I believe this was from H&M when I looked at the tag a couple days ago. And yes, I do not change my stuff. If I'm not going out, I'm not changing these things. All right. So, and plus, I use this indoors. Like, I normally change into something like the Uniqlo shirts that have the printing on them. That's actually really nice. There's some really good Pokemon shirts. I can just bring it out. Like, give me a sec. Bring it out. So normally stuff like this, I guess it would be better if I didn't have creases all over it. It's a Pokemon. It's Pokemon with the weird styling of, I forget who the famous painter was that created this specific style, but it's very, very, how do I say it? It's very famous around the world, where you have those waves and there's fish going through it and whatnot, and it is a lovely shirt. Mind you, Pokemon is a huge brand name, and it is much different than something like Lacoste. But technically, wouldn't Lacoste, Gucci, and all that have a smaller brand name or brand association compared to Pokemon? Because I know Pokemon is a thing. So yeah, those things, I really like that. It looks awesome. It truly does. It looks absolutely awesome. But this fast fashion brand, these pads, I had to scrub these pads off because there was like this faux leather over them, making them a little shiny and different textured. But effectively what happened was it was flaking off. It was horrible. So I had to like just scrub it and make sure it was because I was gonna throw it into the washing machine. Then I realized this thing was just flaking off. So I had to scrub all of it and then throw it into the washing machine. That's the difference. Like, oh my god, that's crazy. Because I haven't worn this in a while and it kind of smelled stale. In other words, it smells like it's been there for a while now. So I was like, how about I just do some other stuff? Okay. But yeah. And yeah, death hangs over you. Oh, really? I forgot about the quote. Okay, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. And that's why people actually do the things they do. Death hangs over you while you live, while it is in your power, be good. Yes, but what is the definition of good? Where do you get like saying that you are good? How do you say that? It depends on who you're with, the people you hang out with. Being good sometimes means being able to make money. Why? Don't know. For some people, being good means telling the truth all the time. So what is good? No one can truly define good. But basically, for me, good is, and this is going to be horrible for psychopaths because, and this is why psychopaths make it in life. It's because I think if it makes you feel bad after you do it, that just means it wasn't good for you. Some people actually think that it's really, really bad to do a certain thing, but they do it anyways because they don't think about it in the moment. They think about it a little after the moment, kind of realizing they screwed up. All right. Okay. Anyways, that's the sound test for the Glorious Lynx. Jesus Christ. We're gonna swap this out. Oh, jeez. I think you can see the flakes. You can see that? It's still flaking. This thing's still flaking. Yeah, it's still flaking. Yeah, there's more dots. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, where's my scrubber? I have my scrubber on me. That's what was missing from my setup. Okay. I guess I'll do it. Trusty brush. On the floor that I will vacuum later. That is an annoyance. Ta-da. We'll put it into the equipment. Alright, so as you can see, oh, hey logo. I really should pay the $8 at this point. I've been using this product for a while. Basically, I'm using a tablet on the right hand side, which is this camera. And then I'm also using another phone, which is my old phone, on the top-down view. And only reason I do that is because this phone, the S23 FE, ooh, unlocked, but S23 FE with the D-brand case, the grip case, which is really nice. However, it doesn't have MagSafe compatibility, which I'm surprised they didn't try to put on it. But, you know, that's to each their own, I suppose, at this point. Honestly, I don't care that it doesn't have MagSafe, personally. But it is one of those things where a lot of people do care. Do I have things that happen? That happen? No way! Okay, so a friend of mine, so Valve announces Steam Families available today on a Steam beta client. Intended for a household of up to 6 close family members for game sharing. Enables users to play games from other family members' libraries even if they are online playing another game. Okay, I remember this being a thing and being talked about previously, but not quite as prevalent, and I don't think it quite worked. And I think one of the caveats was if you were online and playing a game, your family member couldn't play that game. So technically, this might enable a lot of people to do a lot of sharing. The problem I'm seeing with this is I wonder if it's kind of quote unquote address tied. In other words, IP tied or MAC address. Like basically, it's tied to your location in some sense of the way. Where if you don't check in every so often, you'll end up not having access to it. Plus, the good thing about this is it's not paid. So hopefully it's not paid. I don't know. I didn't really read that. This is based purely off of the TLDR notes that I got from them. And this would be a terribly great thing. It would be a boon to a lot of people. However, the developers of a game might have some issue with this. Because this is basically, what do you say? This is basically being able to share games with a bunch of people. Imagine having a physical copy, but everything's digital. That's basically what it is. And as long as you're able to keep it that way where, oh, if one person's playing the game, another person can't play the game with this family sharing kind of thing, instead of not being able to use it. But the cool thing about this is it's kind of like having, I guess you would still have to have multiple computers to be able to pull this off. But you would have to have multiple computers. Let's say your sibling has a crappy computer that barely can play most of the games, but you have family sharing, therefore they can play any of your games as long as they can run it. That is a good thing. But yeah, no, that is... Oh, why am I not starting to take this off at this point? Yeah, so, but that I think is a good thing. I don't really know whether it is one of those things where I should bother enabling for my siblings as well, because I know they don't have a lot of games, and I've been collecting a lot of games in my library for the longest time. I wonder if they will allow friends to be able to do this. I wonder if the ID is required at this point. It's just one of those things where I go, oh, I don't know. It might not be worth it in terms of the developer. But obviously Valve put a lot of resources into trying this out. It is in beta right now, or seems to be in beta right now. At least that's some of what the news is saying. And that could be just to see how much the economical impact of gaming would take on this. Because effectively, Valve was just like, okay, here's a feature that could potentially cost us money in development and also make people not buy games. So they will lose profit just by implementing this feature, which costs them money to make to begin with. You know what I mean? It seems like a very, very bad idea. The question then becomes, what is the upside? Is the impact to the amount of cash flow that they get to get these family plans lower than what they'll be gaining by having more people sign up for the platform and playing games? And if multiple family members can be like, oh, I have enough money to buy a game, they would buy the game, they would share it within their family plan, would it then incentivize a lot more people to actually buy more games than it is to not buy games and just share it between family? It is limited to 6, which is a pretty big family. But then again, that is a family of, let's say, 2 parents, 4 kids. And not a lot of people are 2 parents, 4 kids. And I know Linus Tech Tips, Linus from Linus Tech Tips, not Linus Tech Tips themselves, because they are the media company. They are not the actual Linus and Linus Media Group are 2 different or separate entities. And effectively, what that would be is that guys like Linus and Luke, who often share things because they've worked together previously in a capacity where basically anything goes, because they were starting up a YouTube channel, barely making any money, slowly making any money, and all of the resources were shared as much as possible, just because the cost would be too high if they just didn't do that. Oh my god, my throat. So effectively, this might be a thing that they would engage in. This is basically anti-piracy by not necessarily by making pirating illegal. Not by making pirating illegal, but making pirating effectively useless. You know what I mean? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like Valve is saying, look, it's either they will pirate the game and never have bought it at all, or they can share the game between their family, but you're guaranteed the sale through Steam. Oh, you know what I mean? So there is two sides of this coin for such a thing. But then again, like I said, it does come back to specifically having, what's it called? It does come back to specifically seeing whether it is worth the cost or if there is more downside economically or financially speaking to doing that versus just not allowing it at all. Because if you allow family sharing, then like I said, that allows multiple people in the household to go, oh, I bought this game, you buy this game, I buy that game, and then we share it, especially when it's single player indie games. And I think we'll see a boom in indie game sales for something like this. We'll see a boom in indie game sales. I don't think it's gonna be massive, but it's gonna be noticeable, highly noticeable. I think it'll be noticeable. Like, you'll see a slight uptick in the amount of game sales on indie games specifically, just because of it. I really do. Will it be enough to say, oh, all the indie games are going through? No, of course not. It'll be any of the popular indie games, because that's how it works. When you have something of quote-unquote value, that is where it comes in. Okay. Oop, and there we go. Now that's straightened out. Okay, so we're gonna remove these. These are unlubed, so I have to separate these out. Yeah, so these are unlubed. That's why they're much louder, and also, like, as you can hear, they're a lot higher pitched, which I personally don't like higher pitched boards, but a lot of people like that specific sound signature, and I don't, you know, and I don't, personally, right? Here, come on. There we go. So yeah, there's pieces of hair, and this is the reason why I like this thing, because, for example, I can just get in there. It is, actually, I do this. There we go. So I can just go right through in the cracks. Right there, see? It just goes through. So I can just go crazy. Even if the keycaps are on, I can just do this, and most of it will just go through. It will just fall through, and it's great. And then I can go through in the in-betweens and whatnot. Yeah, and if there's any particularly stubborn pieces that are trapped in between certain sections, then you can just pick them out, because it gets flung around and it'll eventually pop out. There you go. Oh, I was taking photos of this last week, specifically the glorious lynx switches. So I'm just gonna make sure that is clean. So I took pictures of the glorious lynx last week, and honestly, I had the weirdest thing where I couldn't see it on the screen or on the camera, and while I was editing the photos, blown up into the entire screen, there was bunches of lint on the keycaps, and I was thinking, like, why didn't I check that? Why didn't I at least brush it off? I didn't, and that's the problem. I screwed myself over with it because I didn't think. That's literally it. I don't know why. I just did it, unfortunately. All right. So we'll take these off. Okay. But yeah, I do not understand. Okay, there we go. Actually, where is this? Oh yeah, there it is. Let me grab the case for it. This guy over here. These are all lubed. That's where the mic is. Yeah, it's also lube. It's not too different. I thought that was bent pin. That would have been like, oh my god, there was a bent pin that I never knew was there? Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the curious thing about the Glorious Lynx switches that I find is that, it does have a much lower actuation or activation point, which is kind of weird. Normally the activation point or actuation or activation point, well, I'll just say actuation point at this point. I said point like 10 different times. Is at 2 millimeters. This is at 2.4. So it's a little crazy. However, it's only a 40-gram actuation force. In other words, just to press down the switch in any capacity, it is 40 grams. So that's the starting weight, and the bottom out is 60. So it's 40 to 60. It's a 20-gram difference from top to bottom, and that's normal for linear switches. Sometimes there is a curve depending on what type of spring and how it's designed, because there are single stage, 2-stage, 3-stage pins or springs, and sometimes it exponentially increases the curve or smooths out the curve. So it will feel a lot better than you normally think it would. So yes. Okay. And yes, I am actually just going to leave these. I might actually just change the key caps, but I won't change the actual keys on it. I do like the teal color that is on here. Oh, sorry, on the switches, but I don't really know what I'd put on here. Like, for Zealios, I don't really have that many keycaps. Like, I only have about 4 keycap sets, and I can't even use the cat ones because it won't be what the general user would probably experience, right? Okay, so hopefully we don't break anything. I think we will be using this, the metal... Yeah, the metal... What's it called? The aluminum plate. I think the aluminum plate's fine. It is. Yeah. The thing I don't like about it is that, as you can hear, I don't know if that's the board. Yeah, it's the board bottoming out. I don't like that. That's specifically the board bottoming out. You know, like, I don't like that. Okay. This is the problem with the GMK Pro. It has so many quirks and so many issues if you don't have certain things in place. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's what the standoffs in between are. It's so that it holds the PCB to the plate. I don't know where those are though. I believe they're in here? Question mark? Are they? No, they're not in here. Yeah, they're somewhere. Like I do remember putting them away and not throwing them in the garbage entirely, but all it does is lift the PCB so that it doesn't do that. It doesn't bottom out, as you can hear. It's horrible, horrible. Yeah, but other than that, it should be fine once you put all the switches in. And I know the bottom foam does make sure it doesn't hit the bottom, obviously. Why do I keep repeating my words today? I'm not doing so well. Okay, all right. Let's put in the Zealios because I want to review the Zealios first, and then we're gonna go into silent switches next time. And I then have to lube this next week and think about it because I'll have to record this. Oh, actually, I have to transfer this to the Mark 65. So let's do it. Yeah, let's give it a week. As you can hear, it's a much higher pitched. It's louder and higher pitched than the Glorious Lynx. This is 5-pin? Yeah, it's 5-pin. So these are 5-pin switches. Boop. 5-pin. Oh, well, they're transparent. So I don't know. Yeah, as you can see there. 5-pin switches. 1, 2, 5. 5-pin switches from Zeal. I believe they still sell these. Zeal is, I believe, a Canadian switch manufacturer. They go through Gatoron though, which is, you know, normal, but the Canadian switch designer, I guess you can say, they designed these specific switches, and I believe these are meant to be lubed, but I think a lot of people just use them unlubed, as you can hear there. There is basically no spring ping. I've found that with a lot of the Zeal switches, the Zealios switches, the spring is slightly pingy. Like, you can tell that there is some spring ping, but I prefer having lube switches anyways, because I don't like loud switches, because a lot of the time there are a lot of loud switches out there, and a lot of the hobbyists or not just hobbyists, the keyboard enthusiast scene, they do love a certain sound signature, and they like basically either higher pitch or lower pitch or deep sounding switches and configurations. I personally go for the deep sounding configurations. This is the complete opposite. So if you do like the higher pitched ones, this is one of them. Glad I caught that before actually trying to push that in. So yeah, one of the switch legs were bent while I was putting them in, or before I was putting them in, so that is what it is. Okay. But yeah, it is one of the few things that does happen. Right. But yes, the higher pitch sound of these switches are more annoying to me than not. But of course, it's not that I won't use them. I do like hearing specific sounds, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate the different sounding switches. Why did it? Oh, that's just the plate smacking against it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do some mods on this just to make this sound really nice and more like a custom keyboard. I know this sounded a lot more like a custom keyboard with the glorious lynx switches, but depending on how they're configured, and I think it's only friction that's holding these together. I might actually open this up and make sure the plate and the board are fine. But one of the other issues with the glorious GMMK Pro is that you need 8 screws plus 2 to fully take this apart, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 extra screws. So that's 4, 6 plus 8. That's oh my god, 6 plus 8. Jesus Christ, 14. How do I? Oh my god, I have not done math in such a long time. Normally, even when doing the orders, or ordering out, ordering out at a restaurant, it is quite loud, quite a hassle when I have to think about it. And speaking of like going to a restaurant, don't you hate it when they just automatically put a certain amount of tip? And I really don't like that. I really don't. What I also don't like is required gratuity, and I think Alex Sotos was complaining about this on stream just this morning, where he went to a restaurant and the gratuity automatically 15%. Automatically, yeah, for 2 people. Assuming you have 2 people going to this restaurant for what's a okay food, okay ambiance. It's not. It doesn't feel good. And honestly, I don't see why people go, oh, it's tips. I think there's different tax implications between tips and the actual food itself. But I don't know, like if you're paying for food versus paying for the tip or giving tip. And I don't know why North America has this culture of tipping a lot, and I don't like it. And imagine going to like I'm just taking the same topic from Alex because it drifted that way a little bit. Imagine going to a self-checkout and then asking for a certain amount of tip. Not only that, I think people have been gaslit to think 15 to 10% is fine just because all of the machines put the lowest denomination as 15%. And I'm sitting here going, what? 15%? I think 10% is too much. And people are okay giving 15%. And that's not including the tax of 5%. So there's 5% tax. then there's 15% tip. So that's 20% of your meal being added. I'm sitting here going, look, things are really expensive right now. I'm not going to tip, period. Why? Because I can't afford it. Because it's getting worse right now. People are like, oh, we're not in a recession. No, we're in a recession. Everything's expensive. Everything's going crazy. I don't have any issues with paying for things so far. Not going. It's just that everything's going a lot more expensive. Even on Twitch, basically. I believe they went up. If you're in Canada, they charge more for subscriptions. I was like, okay, I get it. The Canadian dollar is not doing that great, but still, like, I wish it wasn't that high. We don't get paid that much either. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's getting crazy out there. And honestly, it's come to a point where if you went to McDonald's, you'd be paying $15-20 to begin with. You might as well go to a good restaurant. You're not getting that much more. A lot of people think, okay, get more item or more of the same thing, and it'll be cheaper. Yeah. I think last time I went to Fat Burger, which they do this whole meal thing, and I don't bother getting the meal. The nutritional benefit of fried potatoes, no. It's not worth it. Don't get fried potatoes. It is not worth it. I would rather pay, which is what I do. I pay for the double king cheese. This was half a pound of meat for $20. 22, I think, after tax and stuff. $22 for half a pound of meat in your burger patty. I'll take that. Just give me that. I don't want anything else. Let me get the unlubed switches. I have so many unlubed switches, just like randomly sitting there. Okay, let me do these out. Boom, 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 and boom. And then we're gonna put those in. Because these are unlubed anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But still. Oh, looks like the cat is trying to eat food. Yet again. Boom. It is going nuts. Oh. But then again, hopefully you guys are doing relatively well and it's doing fine. So, but like I said, with Fat Burger, I would just buy the half a pound of meat in the burger, and then just go ahead and try. Actually, let's use some specific. What do we do? What do we want, actually? Yeah, let's go with GMKs. Sort of GMK. Some sort of GMK. Civilization? Oh. Actually, Infinity Vanir. Let's try Infinity Vanir. Infinity Vanir seems like. Actually, let's go with this guy. Dark Alphas? Let's try Dark Alphas. I think the Dark Alphas are just... Oh wait, these are not the Dark Alphas, are they? Oh, these are the Light Alphas. What? Can I put the Dark Alphas in here? Infinity Vanir. Vanir. With a Key Dot Company and Infinity. I both love and hate this box because it is a friction fit and it's just slowly open. And I like how that, I guess I can show it through the side here. But I love how when you open it up, there is like a side thing that's happening. It's great. I love it. As you can see there. Oh, it is the dark. So Infinity is white. Oh, I understand. I see. I want white. No, let's go with the darks. The darks look fine. And then we're gonna go with we'll skip the gold accent keys. Because I know that's yellow and green, so we'll just keep the Vanir. We'll do the dark Vanirs. Dark Banner sounds fine. Okay. Where are those extra keys? Over there in the bottom. That is weird. Okay, so this is the shift. Making sound? No, the plate's not making a weird sound. Good. We are good. We're fine. Jeez. Alright, let me grab. Okay. But holy jeez. Yeah, I think the infinite key is fine, especially with these keycaps, because I think it would look, yeah, no, I think this would look better by itself. But a blue background for, or a teal switch, that's why it's called the Zealios. Teal switches with dark green doesn't sound bad, to be honest. I think these are PBT. These are PBT. Not PBT, these are ABS. I believe these are ABS keycaps. Yeah, this seems like these are ABS keycaps. Oh, I see. It's just 2 sections. Oh. So, oh, nope, this one. It's held like this. So for the entire thing. Okay. So up, down, left, right. Oh, up, down, left, right. Let's do that. Ah, give me these. I like this better. Yeah, these seem nice. Okay, it's lower pitch now. It still has a, I don't like the return sound. Yeah, I don't like the return sound. It doesn't sound clean. It's like it's slapping the top a little bit. Like when it hits the top, it goes pop and just comes back in. That's what it sounds like. And lube normally doesn't do that. So when you lube a switch, it kind of feels more like it goes pop, and then it kind of sticks just a little bit, just the slightest bit, purely because of, what's it called? Let me move this way. I can make sure that doesn't fall off the table. It just ends off that way, so I can't just keep going, unfortunately. Off of IKEA, I believe. Oh, actually, let me. This guy. I'm gonna get the gold ones on the sides. And then the QWERTY. I do like the runes on the left hand side there. It's quite nice. Right hand side, not left hand side. The runic alphabet. I find it funny. E is basically M. QWERTY UIO, and that's how I remember UIO or this section of the keyboard. Why UIO? Because you owe me money. That's why. Oh my god. So yeah, that's how I remember that. Why UIO? Cause you do. Cause you just do. Where's my backspace actually? I swear to God, do I have my backspace somewhere else? Or is it in there? It might be in here. Oh, it is here. Backspace. We have ducks. Where is... Oh, they don't have this in the gold. It just kind of stays there. Oh, that's a little sad. You would think this would actually be gold colored, but it's not, unfortunately. Okay. And this key, sometimes I wish it was up instead of down, but I understand down is basically hold control, hold shift, which is hold, or sorry, no, hold shift. Yeah, is it shift? Yeah, but basically caps lock, which is shift, hold shift. That's what I think when I see this button. I think hold shift. That's what I think personally. But you know, that's personal preference at this point. my question to you guys is, do you guys actually use, because there's two Fs and two Js here. So there are two ways to indicate that you are on the home row keys, correctly on the home row keys. So I don't know if you can see it here. So as you can see here, this is either a huge curve to indicate, or you have this little nub that you can just notice. I prefer the cleaner look of that versus of the huge curve versus the little nub. I don't hate the little nub. It's just the little nub is a little, it feels like a blemish more than anything. So I don't like it because of that. This is small shift. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's two different. Huh? That's the same one though. It is the same one. It's the same size. All right. So we have two different designs. It looks exactly the same for the most part, but this is a lot bolder. This is a lot cleaner and more minimalistic. I'll take the thicker one, honestly, because the rest of the keys are thicker. Even the font, much rounded. So I'll take the matching font more than anything. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I don't have the other shift key. I will figure that out. Okay, ZX. Oh, right, KL. All the other things. All the other things. Oh, I'm also, weirdly enough, I'm the type of guy that actually types in the apostrophe section. A lot of people don't just omit the apostrophe when they type, and I don't know why, but I feel the need to actually just apostrophe it, everything, just to make sure that I apostrophe it. Sometimes when I do your, I end up mistyping it, basically backspacing the rest of it and retyping it, making the mistake again, and then typing the proper the proper your. Yeah, YUR-RE apostrophe RE. Like, you're like, oh my god, why do I make such mistakes? Okay, I find this one funny. They didn't have to do this section. What's O with an umlaut? O with an umlaut. Doesn't really affect anything, to be honest, but still, it's kind of funny to me. It is funny to me. All right, 1. Can't reach that. 2, 3. Boom. Oh. Wait, that makes no sense. O with an umlaut? Oh, that's why. O with an umlaut doesn't. Wait, I was just like, huh? I was so confused. Oh my god. Okay, so the friction fit doesn't quite work on this. Alright. Screwed up. Screwed up. That is ridiculous. One, move that over there. Over there. Just wondering why the question mark couldn't fit. Okay. Code, control, we're going to use 6.25. Did I? No way. Did it? Oh, no, it didn't. Whew. Thought I misclicked that. Jesus Christ. Don't you hate that sometimes? I believe this is. Please be flat. Okay, that's better. That is better. Jeez. Alright, control mode alt. I do have this. They're all dark. Menu, control, and then alt. I think I'll just do this actually. I believe I have the novel keys. I'll just do this one for alt. Boom. Nice looking alt key, honestly. Right next to that, I need the novel keys. I'll grab the novel. Novel T. I also have Cabernet, but honestly, I'll keep the Cabernet for something else. I might do it for the speed switches, to be honest. Might do it for the speed switches. Okay, so we have that. we have. I'm going to use this as inside. Okay. That and I wish there was a left-hand side of that. There is a left-hand side to that. It's just it's not the same key size that I need it to be. Oh, what am I doing with this B? Oh, the secondary B, just in case. Damn. Super. Over here. Okay, where's the shift? Shift do I want? I'll take this shift. This shift is good. I don't have the shift over there. Where's the shift? Well, that's weird. I don't have the shift. I'm missing a shift? No, please. Why? What have I done to myself? Why am I missing things? Don't fall, I swear to God. Am I missing a shift? I am indeed missing a shift. God damn. I am indeed missing. Oh, there's one more layer. There's one more layer. Please tell me I'm not missing a shift. Okay, I'm not missing a shift. I'm just a fool who doesn't understand what he's doing. That's what it is. Boom, there's the shift. That way I made sure to put it over here now. That way it's not screwy. Might this have? It does have it. We do have it. There we go. We're gonna take that out. I don't want white. And it's a small indicator. But this is just gold. I think it's more obvious here. Boom. So as you can see, a lot of the legends, they are gold colored, except for that one. I got it. Got it right there. So we're gonna swap that out. That way it's nice. You get the mods to be quite nice. There you go. As you can see. Now we can put this back over here. Okay. So white, the most part on everything. But spacebar, I do have. Honestly, I'll pull out the split spacebars because sometimes I have trouble finding them, and I don't really want them in their box. It's quite annoying. All right. The question is, do we want the rest of the keys to match as well? I'm also a little ticked about stuff like this, where there's no white versions of these F keys. You can get the rest of the dark versions, so it's all dark on top, and I get it. It makes a nice contrast. However, I still feel that there should be white versions of that. I don't like that it just changes in the middle. You know, I just want an even field of everything. I don't mind that escape is, for example, gold. I have here. Give me my gold escape. Like, boom. That's fine. Having nice little accent keys, that's fine. I don't mind that. I really don't. What I do mind is that it doesn't seem to match for the F keys. They don't care about the F keys. No one cares about the F keys. You know? I don't know why. Why not give some love to the F keys? But oh wait, no. I need. Oh, please don't fall. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. This back here. Grab the second section. Come on. Why don't I have Numro? Do I have Numro? At the bottom. Here, but I will leave for now. So I need the phone. I'm holding the phone piece. I did not put. Okay. The phone. This. Oh, that's fine. All right. And then, these around. We can put more foam in. Boom. There you go. They stretch it a little, but that's fine. I can just close it up. do like the boxes for these. I like these better than the GMK sets, to be honest. The GMK sets feel a lot flimsier than they would let on, to be honest. At least the boxes. I wish the boxes for the GMK were much better. They are not, however. So, that's their own thing. I don't know. If I was to make a keycap set, it would be green, red, and white, basically. Green with red legends, a dark green, kind of very similar to this green. Slightly darker, to be honest. Maybe a little darker too. And then red legends. Not like bright red, but eye-attracting red, right? Like a red that is dark but relatively hard to ignore. That's what I would go for. And feel free to take my idea as long as I can buy them, you know. As long as I can buy. Oh, do I want? Do we think this is good? Do we think this? That just makes it look like Hawaiian vibes at this point. I don't like it. No. Wouldn't that? I mean, that's less Hawaiian vibe. Oh, it's because of the blue, isn't it? Yeah, it's because of the blue. I don't know. Nah, let's leave it like this. I like the dark theme. I'll leave those in. Okay, so we are going to put this back in. This I don't like. I don't like the slidey. I like the GMK boxes more than the slidey thing. I don't know why the extras come in these crappy things. Not only that, the sides tend to cave in a little. Yeah. Don't like it. Alright, add-on kits and whatnot. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah, these are the dark buttons. As you can see, F keys. F key on top. I like this versus the one just having weird section in the middle, honestly. I might do GMK Veneer for the other one, because it's a nice light switch. Oh my god. Open! Yeah. Why are you not... I swear to god. You just fit in one way but not the other? It goes in the other... That doesn't make any sense! They're the same width from left and right! How do you fit in one way and not the other? Oh my god. Skill issue, basically. I have a novelty sticking. Seems like the wrong size. That's the wrong size. That is the wrong row number, unfortunately. Why? Why novelties? Why do you do this to me, novelties? Why don't you have novelties for each section? Yeah, it looks right. I believe that's wrong. Boom. Ninja Turtle looking thing. Ninja Turtle looking thing. I wish all keyboards were able to do a split spacebar configuration, cause my Mark 65, which honestly, oh, so good. I really like the Mark 65. It is awesome just because of the split spacebar. And apparently, Neo keyboards and the Zoom keyboards, except for the Boog. I don't know why they call it the Boog. Keyboards don't have it, but I kind of want the Zoom 75 just because of the split spacebar. I really do, but I can't justify buying it right now because I already have a keyboard with split spacebar, you know? And going for a 75% with a split spacebar, sometimes I feel like it defeats the purpose, but if I can put other row keys into the function layer and do a bunch of stuff, especially if I can put this or change the top row into numpad. So if you're streaming, for example, you can either turn this section into the F keys and the F keys into what is effectively a numpad, which will then allow me to hit like specific sections. For example, if I'm doing a keyboard stream, I'd put this on keyboard stream. I'd put F1 to F4 as a game stream or Mario Kart stream, and F9 to F12 is like just chatting and whatnot. stream, and if I wanted different angles, I would click those. So that would make a lot of sense, especially if you have very specific transitions you want to go through. Having just sections mapped out for your most common numpad uses, especially for OBS, that is amazing. I do like that idea, because you could put the F-row here, but use this as a macro pad. That's why I still want, even at a 75%, I still want that split spacebar. It sounds, oh my god, I still forgot this outside. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. No. There. That makes sense. So yeah, I think that would be great. Also a split shift. I think split shift, I really want a split shift as well. And the only reason I actually want a split shift is purely because I kind of want a specific button that will turn on and off the RGB of a keyboard. That's it. I have no, that is it for that button. That's all that button does. That's all I want that button to do. And I do that on my Zoom. This guy, right? That guy. So that guy is the Mark 65, and it's still one of my favorite boards. Sound profile, not quite the best, but I put silent keys on it anyways, so it doesn't matter. But still, it is not the worst, not the best. Do I pack this up? I'll pack this up. Ow. Here. Oh. Ocean keycaps by Glorious. Okay. For all their faults, it is one of the easier to obtain type items from Glorious. I know in the keyboard community, they have done a big no-no. Especially against one of the streamers I mentioned, Alex Sotos. They literally released a set that is ridiculously familiar. It's just one of those things where you go, hey buddy, I know I said you can copy my homework, but not to a T. It's like what they did was effectively they got, come on, they copied his homework, and all they did, like, you write your homework, right? Let's say you write your homework. You write your homework in purple pen. They use the blue pen instead to differentiate themselves. That's what they did. It's the exact same homework. The difference is, instead of a purple pen, they use blue. It's like, yeah, but I did copy your homework one-to-one. I changed it a little bit. No, you didn't. So yeah, they did that. A lot of issues, especially with some of the other things, like they had no proof at the time. They had no proof about the Glorious Pandas are basically the exact same molds and materials as the Invir Pandas, which apparently have been lost to time, so on and so forth. But yeah, it is one of those things where you go, well, I don't know, it's not, I didn't do that. Like, it's not my thing. I want to use something else. I forget what's on this set. You know, to reference, I have a bunch of keycaps from Glorious because I decided to review all their things, but I didn't do it because I was lazy. And then I decided streaming for whatever reason. It is a C4, C5, C1. Alright, let's go. The C1 is the F keys, print screen, not delete. Scroll lock, not page up. We need pause. Pause is over here. Print screen is over here. And then we do the tilde afterwards. Okay. Yeah, because the way they do their keycap sets, it's straight up. It goes from top
all the way this way, and then it just goes on a line, and I don't like that. I would rather they have 2 sets. When you can put them side by side, and it'll just be the keyboard layout. I'd rather they did that, but for quote-unquote ease of use, they literally made a different layout. So it would go corresponding. Oh, just open number 1 and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, just put the QWERTY, open 2 boxes. That way it looks side by side. It looks like an actual keyboard. That's what it should be. But no, they didn't do that. And not only that, these are molded specifically to, like, if you see this, they're molded specifically to the keycaps in them. So you can't just slot any random keycap in there. You can't do that. If you could do that, that would have been much better because I could just rearrange them. But no, it's row specific. So you can't even do that. I can't even do that. It's like, oh my god, why? Just why? Page home, page up, and page up, numlock, and then okay, we got that. We'll just do the rest of it. Well, page down. Give me that. Do I want to put these back? Do I want to change this to something else? Kinda want to put either speed switches, but the only reason I put these in is because I want to be annoyed that I pressed the button. That's what I want to do. I want to know for a fact that I misclick something, because sometimes I do that where I do with this. And oh, by the way, like the coolest thing that I used to do was to hit enter. All I have to do is hit a button over here. And I wish there was like a big button over here. I could go pap. Just 1, 2, 3, enter. I used to do that because like if you look at the numpad, right? Normally it wouldn't have this section, and I would just hit enter. So every time I had to hit enter, I don't bother using this one. I just move all the way from here past the numpad where it would normally be, smack enter as I go into the mouse. That's what I would normally do. It's like, oh, I mean, it works. It's just the enter was right there, and I just didn't bother because I wanted to use my thumb and smack the enter with the numpad on my way to the mouse. I don't think it's that much faster, to be honest. Like normally you would do stuff like that just to, what's it called? Oh wait, first. Just to save some time. I don't think it saved time, and honestly, it's a quirk that you can get from just having such a, what's it called? Such a layout, like a full-size layout instead. But I don't think it's necessarily worth it. Oh my god, backspace. Tab is here, so tab QWE. Oh my god. QWE. Alright, so now I can take this base set 1, put this aside because now that is completed. And then I can open up base 2 and do the rest of the keys, which is like, oh my god. This is why I don't like it, because if I had just 2 of them side by side, I could just put all of them in as intended, but no, I have to figure out where anything is because of this weird layout they decided to put in. I don't know. I feel like in an attempt to actually make things better, they just made things a little more confusing for those who have muscle memory. And for those who are new, they'll probably appreciate it a lot more. Like I personally don't, obviously, because I don't like it, but I get it. For those people who are, you know, used to this thing, at this point it's like, oh, okay, you know, it just works and stuff like that, and you'll be fine. Okay, this is caps lock. Yes, it is caps lock. I'm not a fool, unfortunately. ASDF. But yeah, it is one of those things where I am not keen on this specific layout. Yeah. For holding keycaps, I prefer like what you saw with the Vanier. Here's what it would look like on a keyboard, because you can't imagine it either being on your keyboard if it was open. So if you just want to take a look at the set and be like, oh, okay, maybe this set would look nice. So you open the set and you look, I think this would look nice. I'll change the alphas out. No. And then put a like a mod set on the left hand side. You can't do that properly without like going through everything and just going one by one. Oh, and then the mod was over in this very specific section. I'm like, I don't know. It is shift over there. See, like, look. This is what I mean. It feels stupid because ASDF, GH, JKL, and then you have all the way up to ascend, which is enter, their version of enter. 456 shift. It just straight up just skips into the numpad, and then comes back to shift. So where's the enter key? You know what I mean? Or the plus key, actually. Where would that line up? Yeah, it would line up on the plus side. 456 plus. You know what I mean? So where did the plus key go? So you might just get confused. Go like, oh, where's the plus key? Don't worry about it. It's in like row 4 or something. Just, I don't know. It's annoying more than anything. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna put back this guy. Okay. Base 2 is done. Okay, C1, C2. Base 3. Okay, so full size shift is there. Base 3. What do we got? We got these 3 guys. 3 big. Oh, okay. Have you ever heard that song? The 3 Big Guys song? Oh, God. Such a degenerate song, to be honest. There are people where it was just like they play it all the time. It's like crazy. Okay, see, look, 0 period or delete. I'm very confused. Plus enter. They didn't even say ascend. Just so incomplete. Terribly, terribly incomplete. I don't. Oh, what's after shift? What is after shift? The up arrow key. Oh my freaking god. Oh my god. The up arrow key? Really? Like, look. Comma, period, question mark, shift, up arrow key. Up arrow key! Ay, Alright, Alt, Control, Chain Control are not first because Alt, Function, and Control did come first. It's just... And then, as you can see... Here... Oh my... Oh. See? Up arrow key. And then later, all the way in the bottom, you're back here. Left, down, right. Why? Just why? Why bother? Come on. Ah, this is me off. Oh well. Come on. Who knows? Maybe the new ones are like that because these are relatively old. And I told myself I would totally review this. I ended up just using them and then going, yeah, this is fun, yay. Totally fun. Totally fun. Okay, so these are all the mods. So Alt, Function, and Control are actually in the top. There. And then we have the delete around here. That is the delete. Yeah, those are the taller keys. Sure. I have an extra key. Oh, shift. Shift. Where'd the extra key come from? Where's the extra key? Over there. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at... Oh. This is why I wanted to be the regular layout. Insert? Is it insert? In one? No, it's the... Whatever, I'll just put that. I don't care. I don't care enough. Oh no, it's not quite right. Oh well. I tried.
I tried so hard. Well, I hardly tried, to be honest. Did you try hard enough, son? Are ya winning? No, Daddy. I ain't winning. I'm just on a losing streak. Well, that's not good, son. You better get on winning. Alright, put these back in. Alright. Put everything away. Where is everything? Alright, we can do a sound test on this one. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. There we go. And this is... Oh, these guys to go away. Here we go. No, this one up first, this one over here. Okay, there we go. Boom! Now, what do I do with these? Should I actually just put Infinity Banner? Let's go with all the dark banners. So we have not the novelty kit. It's not in novelty. It is on the secondary alphas and the regular kit. So I'm gonna pull out the F keys from here. Just put on the F keys. We don't have extras. Bunch of these. Nah, we good. Nah, we're good. I don't want to put some of the bad seed tactiles in there, just cause. But no, we're not doing that. We are sticking to it. F1, 3, 2 and 4. There you go. F9 and 12. Ah! 1. And then 11. We're gonna go with this as the escape, the sun. Ah, it looks fine. Fair enough. We're gonna delete on the other side. Because that's what I programmed that to delete. Page up and page down. Yeah. Could I use novelties for this? Potentially I could use novelties. Sure, let's say function. Just cause why not at this point. Alright. That should be fine. Novelty, I need a base set. Come on. Don't believe how slow this goes. So if I go from the side here, watch, hold it from the sides and the takes a while. Look at that. Come on, let's go. Like it's definitely allowing me to do it. It's just slow it is. Boom. Finally. It's so slow. Okay. Use these. Boom. Do we want the gold escape? Do you want a gold escape instead? I still want that to be dark, unfortunately. So let's go deeper. I know. See, doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that look nice? Screen, I guess. Screen up top. Yeah, see, that top row looks so nice. Back here. Okay. See, I wish they had F5 to F8 like available in white, but no, it's not. Not only that, I can't even put GMK Civ on it because it's a different white. This is a warmer white than GMK Civ. GMK Civilizations is a colder white. So I'm like, really? That's ridiculous. That is just ridiculous.
Even pushing it down, it just takes a while. Boom. All the keycap sets are over to the side. That's down. Don't you love the color green? It's deeper. Deeper than I remember it. Yeah, it's slightly louder than what's it called? The Lynx, the Glorious Lynx. I was like looking at it. I'm like, what is this? Glorious Lynx. Okay. Pause that for a little bit. And screw this in. Come on. There. I don't want to screw that in. I'll just leave it at. I think a limo connector would have been better instead of this big bulky one. I don't mind it given the size of the thing, but that is nice. Gold accent, gold color, blue RGB. No, even if it was white, it would still be blue. Just because of the Zealios. Red and blue. Maybe a darker blue? But it's hard to make a dark blue light. Let's see. Let's try white. That way the Zealios thing's. How do I go? Glorious, whatever that's called. Oh, the Elder. Bet you do. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those days. No way. No way. Okay. Why? You work now? Okay. Those work. Those work. Issues. Issues. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, so never, ever, ever put... Swear to God. Never, ever... Like, look, and it's not registering anything. 2, 0. Okay. I'll take those off, because... Yep, Don't you hate that? Oh my God. Keys. That's a lot. That's a lot of keys. And honestly, it's not even the keyboard's fault entirely. It's mostly because what happened was, oh my God, what is this? I don't. What's that? Yeah, stuff. Just need this entire row. Is it this entire row? No, U is fine. I is not fine. That's not. That's not. Where did you go? Okay, IP. Oh, I didn't even check that. Yeah, it's not even. And the reason for this, okay, the reason why a lot of the switches don't register, nothing to do with the switches themselves. A lot to do with specifically the board. When I put in previously soldered switches, some of the legs were a little thicker than normal just because there were still some solder on it. And that spread the Kale hot swap socket a little too much. And you would think it's not that much because it's it's basically just a little bit of solder, and you can't even tell the difference between anything. So that is, and the question mark, we did that. 1, 2, 3, it's F, JK, and okay. P is the only one with that there. O is fine. Alright, let's take these out. And effectively what we have to do is we have to slightly bend the switch. Very slightly. Just enough for it to touch. Jesus. Just enough to touch the actual pins on the inside. So that's what we're gonna be doing, which is a little annoying, honestly. It's like, this could have been so much better, but it's not. It's not. Like, did you see all that? So many. I didn't even test out these things yet. Jesus Christ. Okay. So all I'm doing is literally, as you can see here, I'm just gonna bend the pin, just the slightest bit. Not too much, just enough to bend it, but not enough to actually like do any damage to it, which is sad. Like, there we go. Like, we can even test it right now, to be honest, just to make sure. Hello. See, it's not even registering still. It's still not registering. I have to bend it more. Still too thin. Just the slightest bit. So if I bend it too much, it's gonna be chaos. Oh, is it just not registering? Is there something going on? Oh, please tell me there's nothing going on. No way. No actual way. Issues were caused. Okay, we'll find out in a little bit here. Because I'm gonna bend a couple more and see if that it solves some of that issue. Because this is a very thin pin on the one side. Okay, well, let's test this. Oh, there might be an issue with the board? No, hey, please. No. No. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's not an issue with the board. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's not an issue with the board. Okay. Woo! Woo! I scared myself there. Are you serious? Why? Why? God damn it. Okay. I'm never putting pre-soldered switches into my Mark 65, because if this is gonna be the issue I hit every single time. Look, I can't even hit 8 and 9 anymore. I'm hitting both. Okay. W's gone. Yeah, if I press hard enough, it'll go through. If I press hard enough. So I'll take off the W. I don't want to have to deal with it. That's fine. Always fine. Fine. There we go. L has to be pressed hard. Otherwise it doesn't register. See, this is, oh my god. And that's all this is caused purely by putting in pre-soldered switches into the Gale hot swap sockets. Okay, fine, I suppose. And all I have to do is bend this just enough so that it works. And I'm sitting here going, oh man, like really? That's what I have to do now? Yeah, see? It works now. It works just fine. Oh my god, and it's just the slightest change. I've done the slightest change. Alright. There we go. We're good. Why? Just why? It was done, right? 8 and 9 have issues as well. Yeah, I have to press hard for 8 and 9, as you can see. I let go of 8 and or 9 and then just wanna go. Alright. Jesus Christ. Don't press any other good in terms of shortcuts. Because I've actually done where I was just doing this and hitting a bunch of keys. I've hit multiple shortcuts, including magnifier, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm making sure that's not happening. So I'm just gonna pull these out. Yeah, see, the pins are fine. The pins are fine. The pins are not even bent, period. And I have to bend them. My allergies are actually acting up now. I literally took double the dose of Reactin. And just, sorry, I'm not a medical professional or anything. I'm just saying, I looked at the ingredient for extra strength Reactin and the regular Reactin, basically allergy meds. And the ridiculous part is, it's just the dosage. It just shows, oh, by the way, this has antihistamine, whatever. It's yeah, antihistamine. Is it called an antihistamine? It has something, basically. The main ingredient, it's 5 micrograms or milligrams, or whatever it is. I think it's micrograms. 5 micrograms. I looked at the extra strength. Guess what? It's 10. So I'm like, so you're telling me I could have just taken 2. Mind you, it's cheaper to go for the extra strength because you're not paying that much more, and effectively you have the number of doses you're able to take if you are using the regular strength ones. It's just that I have a stock of the regular strength ones because normally when it slowly becomes summer, I don't want to, or spring, where pollen is in the air everywhere, I don't want it to, basically be a requirement for me as much as possible. So I put the lowest dose and then I up it as the allergies get worse. So right now it's really, really bad. So I'm just upping it like straight out of the box. Because for the past week, allergies have been hitting me real fierce. And I don't like it. Okay. I was looking at the R next, which is why I put R in the W position instead of the W. It's more of an F for me, I suppose. But yeah, we're just gonna be bending these things just enough for it to contact the switch base there. Geez, fine. That's fine. That's fine. No way, please. V as well. Yeah, I have to press down hard on V, so that's why I was having issues with V earlier. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep bending switches just the slightest bit. And I kid you not, it is the slightest bit. Just a little bit. Whatever spring steel they were using on the Kale hot swap sockets, oh, horrible. Or just use spring steel at this point. It doesn't matter if it's rusted entirely, you can just coat it with other stuff at this point. And I don't see the point in it having not being able to return to its original position. Jeez, I'd rather not break the Kale hot swap switch, hot swap sockets, because like if you think about it, Kale hot swap sockets, the whole point is to be able to move switches around, and yet here I am, after swapping from a different key set, I have to bend these switches or these pins just for the registry. It's crazy. I don't like it. I really dislike it. I don't know why that's the case, but it is the case, unfortunately. Where's my top sections? So 8 and 9. Let's move these back. So that is the difference, and I don't. There you go. Finally, ASDF. F is here. Woohoo! A as well. Oh, wait, we're not there yet. H and J had issues Oh, they are fine. J, not V. I. No more issues with I. Alright. Push this down a little bit as well. Ah! A little too much. As you can see, if I do this, it's too much. It's bent a little too much. I have to do it just less than that, but more than its original position. Which is, I find stupid. Like, the simple fact that that's what it takes to make it work. A little ridiculous. I don't know. I don't like it. I would rather it didn't do that. Alright, a little, just the slightest tilting down. And then I am going to just down a little more. But yeah, speaking of allergies and issues that I've been having, allergies are a little crazy, right? Where literally right now, I feel it. It's just slowly going from the top of my nose, slowly down to the bottom of my nose. I'm like, can we not do that? Can we just have a normal time? Apparently no. No, we're not allowed to have a normal time. You gotta have allergies to dust. My parents used to tell me like, oh yeah, you're allergic to dust and pets and stuff. And the pet one is definitely a lie, because right now, there was a cat in the house and I have zero allergies to it. The only time I had allergies, straight up right now, is purely because alt. So having issues. I don't think I'll need the alt, but every time I do need the alt, I don't want to have to remember that I have issues with hitting the alt key, because that's not a key that you normally think would have an issue by pressing it. Alright, we got everything for the most part. Yeah, these, I did take these out, so we're good. Here, there we go. And then the key. Oh. This is page up and page down. Oh. I thought it would be the other way around. Alright. I might have to change that in Glorious software, but there we go. Okay. There. We're done. Oh, escape. There we go. So yes, all the keys work. All the keys work. Boom. Now I can put these away. Jeez, finally, the keys work, finally. Okay, let's go into Glorious. We'll change the RGB, because I don't like the color on the RGB. Glorious core. There we go. Yeah. Finally! Please connect your Glorious. It may take a few seconds for the devices to appear. There we frickin' go. This is the one thing I don't like about this. I know with a lot of the other keys, just... Save. Boom. So this is white. FYI. I have it set to white right now. Is it white? No, it's still blue. Well, I mean, I guess it's bluish. Or red? I wonder what happens if I put red. Oh, it still stays red. Okay, for the most part, but it's getting muted because of the... Five. Come on. There we go. Not as blue as before. More white. Might remove a little bit of that blue. Zero. It literally. Green. Yeah, let's go. More green. Are you kidding? The fact I even have to hit that hard. Is the enter not working? Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. A little bright, but there we go. Yeah, that's good. All right, now for the actual test. These are unlubed Zealios switches, guys. See them? Unlubed. Oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I just have to make sure these are clean. Okay. All right. And hopefully it'll be fine. Let me pause the music. Okay. Time to give this a. Boom. 81 words per minute, despite all my issues with it. All right. So as you can hear there, it is a roughly sharper sounding switch. It is also a little louder. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I still like deeper sounding switches more than the clicky, I guess. Not clicky. Clacky? I guess clacky is the sound. It's not quite a clack. It's more like it's more like a click. It's a higher pitch. It's less click, not a thunk or anything. Yeah, it doesn't change. It just is. Okay. All right, time to talk about the quote. Oh, Jesus, I just realized we didn't have that on. But this is what I was typing. All right, so I often think that men don't understand what is noble and what is ignorant, though they always talk about it. Okay. All right, so yes, that is that is the thing. Theory and actual applied ideals are two different things. And I find this to be a thing depending on where some people are from. Not only that, where is my music? Oh, we can nicer. Not only that, it's the same thing with the whole wokist movement, the he, him, he, her, the whole thing. Like even recently on Helldivers 2, there has been a lot of call for LGBTQ representation because it's a political game. No, it's political satire. They're making fun of politics, and to put in LGBTQ stuff means to then cave in to actually not be political satire anymore. It's just political at that point. So political satire is basically, it's a joke based off of politics. Not that it's politics by itself. Not that there is issues with political satire, but I feel personally that there is an extreme version of it. Like I know with the woke movement that a lot of these people don't actually care about the ideals. They care about how people view them for their ideals. It's two different things. If you don't care about the ideals itself, then why are you fighting for it? For me, I personally don't care about the whole LGBTQ thing. You treat a human being how you would treat yourself as a human being. If you're being basically an annoying piece of crap, then I'll treat you like you are an annoying piece of crap. That's how it works. It's how it should work for the most part. You don't demean someone for doing something incorrectly. I know right now, are you analyzing the things they put on the speed test? Yes. So basically what I would normally do, especially when I go into stuff like this, is I would actually do the speed test or the typing test. That way people get the sound of the keyboard, given the switches and the keyboard itself, and then I do the typing test. And then with the typing test, I talk about it as well. So that's what I normally do. Yeah. So I talk about that stuff. And but going to do the whole politics of it, it's one of those weird things where I find that people actually rather talk about what's going on and not do anything about it than actually do anything about it. I know with the whole Mr. Beast philanthropy thing, there were people like, you did a good thing. This person helped as many people as he could with the amount of money he had to help people that have curable blindness and curable deafness. And he helped these people for the most part free of charge, other than, of course, we get to make it into a video. And they go, oh, if he just donated the money instead of spending it on cameras and the equipment and turning it into a show of these things, it's harmful. I'm like, yeah, it's harmful in one way and harmful in another. Not only that, he did actually state that, oh yeah, these are these specific cases of deafness and or blindness. He didn't just blanket state, I cured all deafness. It is somewhat of a blanket statement, but it's very specific. And not only that, it's one of those things where you can't get away from you can't get away from haters, I guess you can say, or people who want to fight for an ideal for the sake of fighting for the ideal, not for the ideal's sake. It's two different things, two completely different things, and people confuse the hell out of it. They want to show that this is their ideal. They don't care about the ideal. The idea or the ideal or the morality of it has nothing to do with what they're doing. And they make what I would call the worst decisions with the best intentions. But their intentions are effectively null and void because it's not because they want to do it that specific way. It's purely because they want to come off as this person. That is their identity. And to say no to that, they feel attacked. Or in any shape or form. And if they see something that in the slightest bit goes against the grain of those ideas or ideals or morality that they speak of, that's where it becomes to the extreme. To me, this is what I call extreme wokeism. Basically going against anything that isn't exactly that. Like, for example, a lot of people go, communism is bad. No, communism is bad. Not really. That's the incorrect way of thinking about it. The reason people think communism is bad because at the time they were in a war with Germany, who has communist ideals. Everything's equal for everybody. That is what communism is. It's a completely different thing than communist Russia, or communist Germany. Two different things. Two completely different things. The idea of communism is literally everyone shares the resource because it's a commune. Everyone shares this specific thing and everyone gets an equal share. The problem is not everyone is truly equal because there are some people who are just better, some people who are just worse, some people who are sick. So that's why the idea doesn't fully work. However, if you think about it, communism, if you say that, oh, hey, communism, if you are sick, you get healthcare. But that's the same for everyone. You're not sick, you do not get healthcare because that's the same thing. But that's why when it becomes extreme communism, like everyone gets the same thing. It doesn't matter what. You're sick, no, you still get the exact same rations of meal. You're missing a leg, hey, guess what? You get pants with 2 legs. I don't care. It's stuff like that. Like it's one of those weird things. You can't go against that grain. And that's why it's horrible. Don't like this passage. I often think that men don't understand what is noble and what is ignorant. Though they always talk about it. Talk is cheap. And I know there are people on their high horse. Like I remember watching a couple streams from I think the like headphone reviewers or basically the audiophile area, where they were saying, oh, affiliate links are very, very bad. And I see that as because you get commissioned to get paid when someone goes through the affiliate link. So it incentivizes you to actually say this product is good, even though it's not. Here's the problem. Affiliate links don't just work like that. The problem with affiliate links, which solves the, oh, it incentivizes you to lie and say the product is good, is the way it works. And I've done this as a person who has done commission jobs where you do not get paid other than purely your commission. Affiliate links, the way they work is someone clicks on your link, you buy something. When you buy something, it's not they wait. You do not get any money until they are past the return period. You do not get any money. Once that's confirmed, then they give it to you at the specified schedule. For example, when I was working commission, it was always the last Friday or something stupid like that. Like it's like the last Friday of the month. I might be confusing this with like the D&D group, honestly, but it's like the last Friday. I know even Pokemon has this weird ruling where, it was like the third Friday of the month that the set comes out is when it becomes part of the standard legal playable cards. So for example, if it ends up oh, hold up, got a message. What? Oh, I'd rather look at this point. Sometimes there is a weird thing going on. Oh. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, basically what happens is what was I talking about? God damn it. God. Oh, the affiliate links. Affiliate links are quite different. There's some weird stuff going on. Oh, SGN is the thing. Oh. Okay. So yeah, it is like one of those things where I'm just here going like, what was I saying? I forgot. My brain just died. Yeah, the affiliate links. Yes, affiliate links works like once you get past the return date period, that's when you can get paid, and you get paid in a delay. So between you recommending the product, you being verified that you're allowed to get your commission out of it, there is roughly a 60-day period before you even see that money. And the reason for this is because before, people would lie and cheat their way into getting a lot of affiliate or commissions, which would end up people returning a bunch of products, which is horrible. So now you have to wait until past the return day period. You have to work, then you have to wait until it's completely verified. Oh yeah, it's definitely past the return day. Here's your pay. Here's how much we're giving you as a percentage share of that. And it's different in tax. Not only are you getting commission, that commission is then taxable by the government, depending on which government you have. And that depends on how much affiliate link you make or affiliate revenue you make. So that could range from literally 0% tax if you are still under that threshold of, at least in Canada, BC specifically, I believe it's $3,000 per year, an entire year. If you make any side money that is over $3,000 in 1 year, you don't have to pay taxes on it. Over $3,000, like $3,000 in one. Even that stupidly small amount over, now you have to pay taxes in the entire thing. As far as I'm aware. I don't know if it's like rated. I might have to double check this, but I don't know if it's rated for you pay for the tax for the extra $1 over the $3,000, or you pay for the entire $3,001. But basically that's it. And if you are a reviewer, going back to my original point, if you are a reviewer going through recommending things and you are lying about it, oh, it's good despite not actually being good, what are the chances they'll return it? It's very high. Not only that, it drags your reputation to the mud. No one's actually going to listen to you after a while. So what's going to happen is you get less affiliate money, you get less affiliate commissions, and you might get flagged and then banned from being able to do affiliates. So honestly, people are like demonizing it just because you have to be scummy to get the most, but you don't have to be. This incentivizes you to be actually scummy from actually doing things correctly, because if you give a proper recommendation to a person, they're likely to recommend you to another person because you made the right decision. And then you get paid for that. Mind you, it's gonna be like 30 to 60 days afterwards where they can't return the product. But if they got the wrong product, or the product that doesn't make sense given how you talked about it, what do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna return it. So yeah, like I don't see why they would think affiliate links means you are being a bad person. Being a good person increases the amount of trust a person has in you. And if you are being truthful about it, that means that they are likely to use their affiliate link again, because your recommendation was correct and your recommendation was truthful. Therefore, guess what? They're going to be using that link again. which gives you more money for doing a proper job of giving them a good recommendation. That's pretty much it. You don't have to do that. So, but yeah, that's why they think it's scummy. Like, I often think that men don't understand what is noble and what is ignorant. So they're being noble about it, but they're being ignorant on how it works. And if they knew how it works, they'll realize it's fine. It's not a scummy way to make money. It is scummy if you make it scummy. Just how like a baseball bat could be used to hit a baseball or the back of someone's head. Those are two different things. But a baseball bat is a tool used to play baseball. Doesn't mean you can't use it for other things outside of baseball. It's still a club in the end of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Alrighty then. That aside, we've done our speed tests. Next, or our switch tests. Next week, what we're going to be doing for keyboards is we're going to transfer this to the Mark 65, and the week after that, we're going to be luing them, putting them back into the Mark 65, doing another test on it. So that should be it for this week. I will see you guys next week. I think I'm going to change the schedule to say 8 o'clock instead of 7:30, because I changed everything else to 8 o'clock, and it's fine. I'm probably going to be 15 minutes early anyways, and I thought I was early because I thought it was 8 o'clock. I think I just didn't change it on the schedule. But yeah, it would be 8 o'clock. I normally would say 7:30, but I think 8 o'clock is a better time for me, unfortunately, because at 8 o'clock, I could have went outside, gotten some groceries, done some other stuff on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then be able to go home, get that all stowed away, and then stream. So I think we'll be moving everything going forward, 8 o'clock. I should be on time after that. That way I have all the time in the world to do all the things I need to do, on top of the stuff I need to do in the morning. So there's that. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. It's been really nice doing this. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't hate streaming. I don't really love it, but I find it myself comfortable to do it. Mostly because I can talk for hours on end. And I find that after the 3-hour mark, I just die. So so I would rather actually just go ahead and do it for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours before I hit the 3-hour mark. Because I don't think I can do this for more than 3 hours. And normally I would be playing Apex afterwards, or making sure the stream was fine afterwards, but unfortunately there is issues with Apex going on currently, which we don't know if it's truly an RCE, remote code execution. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's individual computers got RCE'd because they were hacked some other way, but it looks like the servers on Apex were RCE'd. He has RCE connection, but the thing about it is no one actually knows how this is going on. So I'm gonna say, if you do play Apex, uninstall it temporarily for now. Same with the EA app, just in case, because if they have access to the servers on Apex, there is a chance they have access to the servers of EA. They might not have it right now, but it is possible because they definitely have some sort of connection to EA that is outside of what they want it to be, that is outside the game, scope of the games. So for now, I would say make sure to have those uninstalled. I know this is not affiliate or anything, but there's a uninstall called Revo Uninstaller. Make sure your programs are installed because it only views installed items, but make sure those are still installed. Install Revo Uninstaller and then purge the system of all of the registry files and the extra files that are left over from when you uninstall, because they still have log files and other small files that they allow to stay on the computer despite you uninstalling it. So you want to make sure that that is the case. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, tomorrow is Mario Kart streams. Mario Kart stream, I think we're doing the Moon Cup tomorrow, and I think we're doing Rainbow Road. No, did I beat Rainbow Road already? Oh, I think I did beat Rainbow Road already. So yeah, tomorrow will be a new cup. I don't remember which cup it is, but we should be on a new cup next week. Not tomorrow, new cup, and should be good to go from there. It's pretty good. Pretty amazing. Okay, and then more Hyper Light Drifter on the Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday I do look forward to more Hyper Light Drifter. I really like that game. It's really nice. I'm just having issue because it's like mouse and keyboard is the most horrible way to play that game. I'm doing it anyways. What are we doing? Apex is off the table. I mean, CS is a thing. We can do CS there, Tilt. The other thing is like if you're into racing games, you can play like Night Runner Prologue. If you're into that. But yeah, I have no idea. CS seems like a good thing though, because I haven't played CS in a while, and I played with Winter a couple weeks ago, just brush it off and just be like, oh yeah. And yeah, no, apparently there's a setting to change it so the recoil acts like recoil in the newer games. I'm like, oh my god, that's so much better. Wait, Night Runner Prologue, Night Runner. Oh, I don't know if it's multi. I don't know if it's multi actually. I just realized because I was playing Night Runner at one point. Where's Steam? Open up. Yeah, Night Runner's Prologue. I don't believe it has multiplayer, but apparently it's a really good game. And if you're into Initial D, I think you were into Initial D at one point there, Tilt. This is the older versions of Initial D, the way it works, but you do need a controller to play it. Yeah, that's the downside. You do need a controller to play it. I think your Switch controller technically works, but you do need a controller to play it. And it is very much like Initial D, so I would say, yeah, Night Runner's Prologue specifically. Yep. Well, that's pretty much it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. Like, let me talking here. Well, it's not Initial D, but it's still a racing game. It's not Initial D. It's like old Initial D. That's what they're modeling it after. It's modeled after old Initial D. Yeah, so if you're into that, you might well like this game. So give it a shot, and I'll see you guys next time. Better end the stream before my brain starts dying. Because I've been doing that. I don't know, it's different between talking with friends and just like into chat. It's weird. Alright. Anyways, I'll see you. I think the chat's open at SGN. I might pop in just because. Why not? Alright. Anyways, have a nice one, guys. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Bye.